Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Title Town, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Fair catch called for and made. The Commodores offense will start this game off. And here comes the quarterback. And one thing you know for sure with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Dropping back, it's Huffman. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down.
You know, if you're going to defend the slant route, you've got to be physical near the line of scrimmage. You saw that on defense there.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to run for it. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. They try to pop a run on the draw. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. It's complete on the right side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, Listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it stopped. Now forcing a fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their...
Pulls it in on the left. He's off to the races. The 20. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he got loose, it was all over.
I like you're backed up towards the end zone and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking for a man. It's Huffman. He looks that one in nicely. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Using the quick game. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it, up and.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Buying some time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Commodores send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Here comes that Alabama offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Caught in the backfield. It's Cutler. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Alabama pushing the tempo. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. And the ball is intercepted. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Wants to throw. It's Huffman. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gets open down the middle. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Flushed out of the pocket. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Would have been a 52-yard field goal attempt from here, so they'll try to pick up the 1st down here on 4th. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Sweet cut there. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. Handoff from the shotgun. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, running back on the move. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Lining up to add another. Right down the middle. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Going to try to get it himself. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The offense set for a first down play. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. And he's looking to the sideline. It's incomplete. They'll line up for a second down play. They go to the draw. Nifty little juke, and he's out to the 37 before he stopped.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They're bringing heat, trying to get rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be a second down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. The give to the back. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll go with a direct snap. Gets it past the marker. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Commodores will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Back to pass. It's Francis coming after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Looks as if we have an injury. Play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. They'll try to pick up the first. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Commodores will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. And a big return after the... Sets up the offense for this possession. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Going up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Stokes. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Looking for the score. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up, and keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up in the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to...
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Fresh set of downs after the completion. From the gun, give on the inside.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They're going to ride this running back.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football and let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quick completion to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Reads it, fires complete. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Now on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Jensen. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
They're trying to get to it. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Commodores!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. On the run from inside his own 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that said, Let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Alabama offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find...
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Will be
today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Jensen. Buys a little time. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got it. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're 3 for 4 on 4th down in this one, and they'll try it again. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. In plus territory, not really much of a decision to make there. They had to go for it, and it paid off.
Yeah, they know points are going to be at a premium in this game, so they're going for it here, no doubt. Nice job picking up the first, and now putting a lot of pressure on this defense.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. It's complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Man, how about this offense deciding to run the football, be physical, find a hole, get downhill, Palmer, and get the first down?
Yeah, and it helps, too, when you've got a running.
Touchdown, Doors! They take the lead with the 6. Getting set for the point after. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole or, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the returner is stopped. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Out of the gun to give to the back.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the tight end. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Leaves it with the running back.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team's being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Makes a connection. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down on this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
On the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Splits the uprights. It's good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there at Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to James Madison. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Dances away to buy time. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. This is going all in. Goalpost virtually tapping you on the shoulder, heels almost in the end zone, and you're going for it. Going for the big play. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room, it's Cutler. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Alabama quickly back to the line. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. After making 1 field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give from the gun. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Handoff from the gun. Discards a man. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's how you blow up a draw play. That's supposed to hit in between the tackles, but if you can force the ball carrier to bounce outside, you got an opportunity to create a negative play, and they did exactly that.
Tough sliding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking downfield, it's Jensen. They're working that left side. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? And by going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field. They're executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vandy.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They run it into the end zone. The two-point try is good, and now they're up by 9 in the fourth.
29, Alabama, 20.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice...
The expressway is wide open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, trailing late here in the fourth quarter, what an effort catching the ball in the middle of the field, knowing he's got to try to save as much clock as he can, and he's able to get himself out of bounds and do just that. That was incredible.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Cutler.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
A strike downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Comes out throwing on first down. Trying to get to it. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Pick up of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Alabama pushing the tempo. From the gun on 3rd down. He wants it all. And that one is picked up in the end zone. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push and ball security, David. That's premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Back to throw, it's Jensen. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. It is amazing what you can do with your roster if you just refuse to have kickers. It's also amazing. And it's loose. Oh, the loose ball recovered by the offense, but they don't have enough for the first down. It'll be a turnover on downs. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Quarterback empties his backfield. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. This time he's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He's going up top here late in the game. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Looking to pass. It's Jensen. Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Commodores will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Offense set on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He wants a big play here late. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
Now, I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.